What is up, everybody? Welcome to a new jam-packed episode of Murray Chat. We got lots of news to discuss, but first and foremost, I want you guys to go and check out all the other videos on this channel. Please subscribe. Please hit that notification bell. Check me out on Twitter at Sean Murray NJ. Stay up to the minute with news and check out my now new live audio podcast, which is now on Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Stitcher, and Google Podcasts. It's a great show, The Pixel Corner, all kinds of video game news. And if you're interested in all the latest gaming reviews, I do them on there now. So next week, I'm already working on episode 4. We just did the Tommy Tellerico and television special interview. Next week, I'm doing an impressions on Cana, Bridge of Spirits, the Battlefield beta, and the Final Fantasy Origin demo. All right? And something else, too, I'm going to be reviewing on there. What else was it that I was going to talk about? I'm going to be talking about a few things. So you want all my impressions on games? Oh, the Switch OLED. Check out the audio podcast, The Pixel Corner. Let's get into the news. I just recently, go check it out on the channel, the Gaming Chit Chat Show. I just did a special on the Amico and television physical box art reveal. Tommy opened up the box. He showed what's inside. He described the physical games. He talked about the NFT, the RFID cards, how they scan into the Amico, how you could transfer them to another Amico. They come with a special minted coin. They come with a lenticular 3D card. There's 8 altogether. You could buy them all 8 together, or you could buy them in 4s. Volume 1 has 4. Volume 2 has 4. You could purchase them right now on the Intellivision Amico website. Finnegan Fox, whole mess of them. Check out the list. Watch my video. It describes everything in detail. We watch the video together. We go on the website. We talk in detail. You need to go watch that video. Let's get into some fun news. Let's get into some news that's been circulating around the media. What do you guys need to know, right? So, the Evercade. Yes, the Evercade. The Evercade has been delayed. The Evercade Versus. You know the Evercade home console that they're working on? It's the Evercade home console with the paddles that you can hook up to your television. Play your existing Evercade handheld cartridges. It actually puts 2 in at a time. And you load your games up and you can play them on your television, couch co-op. It has been delayed, like a lot of other systems with the shortages with components and everything because of the pandemic and all. So I will read you the announcement here. Evercade has announced that their 4-player console, the Evercade Versus, has its shipments delayed. With an estimated European release now in December, previously planned to launch in early November, the shipping delay has now pushed back the release of the Evercade Versus to between December 8th and the 17th in Europe. However, shipping is not expected until January 14th of 2022 in the U.S. So my U.S. buddies out there that had it pre-ordered, big delay for us. Big delay for us. It is what it is. Pretty sad, but that's what's happening right now with the Evercade. So we got a little bit more of a wait. Grand Theft Auto is now coming out with the trilogy remastered on next gen. Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas fans are using Steam reviews to encourage people to buy the originals before Rockstar delists them next week. Yeah, so let me get into this. Of course, the remaster is coming out, but now Rockstar wants to actually go in all the digital stores, the digital storefronts, and delete the original 3 games. I wonder why they want to do that. And of course, there's an outrage, so everybody's like trying to download them now, and they're getting a ton of backlash. Knowing Rockstar, are they going to do anything about it? Who knows? But they want to remove them from the store now that the trilogy is coming out. There's also something similar to that story that I want to read you about that I was reading, and it has to do with the GOG store, the DRM-free storefront. They're actually removing Hitman, GOG, and CD Projekt Red. They are removing Hitman and also apologizing because I guess what had happened was Hitman is in their storefront and their whole policy is like, we have no DRM. And it said right in front of the store, in front of Hitman, when you download it, this is a DRM complete free game. And while it's true, you could play the entire single player game offline, there's a lot of areas and sections that you need to get online with. So, and a lot of areas you can't play more than once or go back to and replay with different options unless you have online connectivity. So naturally, there's been a huge outrage. And what had happened was everybody was leaving 1-star reviews on GOG, and GOG was threatening people to stop review bombing us. We're going to delete reviews. And people are like, whoa, wait a minute. You stated that we're allowed to leave negative comments if it's justified. And this is justified. So then they came back and they're like, well, as long as you're not nasty and, vulgar and this and that, and I'm sure a lot of people were, I can understand that. So then they would delete them. I get it. But people are mad. They paid money, 100% DRM free game, and it wasn't. So they removed it from the GOG website, the GOG storefront. I'm going to read you the statement from them. GOG has pulled Hitman from its own store and admitted it shouldn't have released the game in its current form. Thank you for your patience and for giving us the time to investigate the release of Hitman, Game of the Year Edition on GOG. A company rep said in the post, as promised, we're getting back to you with updates. We're still in dialogue with IO Interactive about this release. Today, we have removed Hitman Game of the Year Edition from GOG's catalog. We shouldn't have released it in its current form. As you've pointed out, we'd like to apologize for the confusion and anger generated by this situation. We let you down, and we'd like to thank you for bringing this topic to us. While it was honest to the bone, it shows how passionate you are towards GOG. We appreciate your feedback and will continue our efforts to improve our communications with you. So there you go. PETA, however you want to say it, wants Far Cry 6's cockfighting minigame removed, turning a horrific blood sport like cockfighting into a Mortal Kombat-style video game match is a far cry from a real innovation, said PETA Latino senior manager Alicia Agaga. Today, society is strongly opposed to forcing animals to fight to death. Somebody should tell her it's a video game, huh? Who's going to tell her? Who's going to tell her? Blah, 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 blah. You ever listen to the parents on Peanuts? Charlie Brown's parents? Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. You're a blockhead, Charlie Brown. That's how these idiots sound like. This is what happens when you have no job and you don't have real life to worry about. You have to worry about video games. Pixelized animals when they could be saving real animals or doing real life situations. What a shame. What a waste of oxygen. Marvel Avengers starts selling XP boosters, angrying players. Have you heard about this one? Yeah, this is another one. So I guess what they're saying is that basically they keep playing that loop of when Avengers was announced and they were on stage and they were saying, no loot boxes, no microtransactions. Anything paid will be cosmetic only. And now they did that whole XP change with how you progress and how it slowed XP down. And now, months later, they came out with this shady XP booster paid option where you could pay to get extra XP. That's the latest with that. Let's see. Marvel's Avengers is now selling XP boosters, a paid consumable item called Heroes Catalyst, in the game's marketplace as part of an update to Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics game that rolled out Thursday. The change isn't sitting well, of course it's not, with Marvel Avengers players who say that the developer has gone back on its pledge to only offer paid microtransactions for cosmetic items like skin and other flourishes. Yeah, when has that ever panned out? Oh, boy. And last but not least for this episode, I want to talk about Nintendo, the big N. Nintendo doesn't want you to peel off the OLED Switch's included screen protector. Because screen go boom. Screen go boom. Yeah, so there's a film that's on the Switch OLED that is intended to stay on. And Nintendo said, hey, we got wind that some of you guys are taking it off, putting your own screen protectors on. No. We gave you Sora. Now listen to us. Capisce? In Italian, we go capisce? So, I guess what it is it's to protect the screen if you ever dropped it or if it ever broke. The glass would shatter into your hands. And then, hot water burn baby. Switch glass hurt baby. So the film on the screen will protect you. Lisa will be there when you need her. Remember that? The Simpsons NES game? The Simpsons versus the Space Mutants. So you gotta leave your screen protectors on, okay? Rule number 1 in this house. Leave your OLED Switch screen protectors on or walk out. No shoes, no service. No screen protector on your OLED. No dinner. Guys, I'm out. Murray, chat. Murray out. Check you guys later. Be well, be safe. Some crazy news in this. So, you know what? There's some crazy stuff happening. I don't know.